I'm talking about the cosmic energy, the supreme energy, which moves every atom in this cosmos. It is that prana, that energy, what we call the Parashakti. The Hindus call it Parashakti, the supreme power. All we have to do is to link ourselves to that, open ourselves to that. And that will rebuild our system, however damaged it is. So my first thought that I would like to share with you is never, never, never lose hope. Never lose hope. Because the moment you lose hope, that itself weakens the system a lot. There was a story about a big annual festival in Mecca. As you know, during that time, thousands of pilgrims go there. And a wise, saintly person who was also making the pilgrimage was resting on the wayside, on the way. And he was just watching the pilgrims going. All of a sudden he encountered a peculiar figure, sort of gloomy, unsightly. He said, "Who are you? Why are you going there?" "Well, I'm also making the pilgrimage." "But you don't seem to be a person who would make a pilgrimage. Huh? You must be having different purpose in going there. What is it you're going?" "Well, sir, somehow you seem to have the capacity to see me, because nobody sees me. I go incognito, but you seem to have a special power. That's why you're able to see me. Having seen me, I have to tell you who I am. I'm the messenger of death." "Yeah, but why are you going there?" "They're going there to pray." "Yes, but they go there to pray, but at the same time, they don't just stop with prayer only. They make a lot of nuisance there. They make a mess of the whole place. That becomes a festival place becomes the most insanitary place, as many of us know normally. Of course, in a crude place, rough place, there's no sanitation or anything. So my boss asked me, making use of that opportunity, to dispose about 500 people from their body. Or in simple words, I'm going to kill 500 people in the name of cholera. Well, if your boss commanded you, maybe he must have a good reason. Okay, fine. Go. When there, certainly yes, cholera erupted, people died, but not only 500, 1,500 people died. And the news came. And this gentleman read that news also. So he became furious. A messenger from God, death. He promised me that he is going to take away only 500 lives, but here he has taken 1,500. He has gone overboard. How dare he could do that? I'm going to question him. He was waiting for him to come back. Lo and behold, he was coming back victoriously, having achieved his mission. He stopped, "Hey, stop here. How dare you do that? You told me only 500 people you are going to kill. But here is the news. News people never tell lies." Excuse me if there are any news people here. 1,500 people died. And that guy admitted, yes sir, I know that also. But how could you do that? It's wrong. Sir, don't blame me for that. Why? To be honest, I killed only 500. And what about the other 1,000? They died out of fear. I didn't kill them. Just the fear of cholera killed them. That's not my job. Very true. Very true. Much of our problem is caused by the fear of it itself. A fearful person loses much of his stamina, strength. So that's why my advice is that don't be afraid. Have that hope under any circumstances. That is the first way to block the drainage of the vital energy. And then we can fill it up. By hope and courage we stopped draining, but we can put back also more. That's where the natural disciplined life comes in. We call it yogic. Yoga is not something peculiar. It's just to lead a disciplined life. To do what is necessary to put back what we lost. All our yoga postures, they call asanas. They can tune our system. They can squeeze out the blockages, clear the way for putting in more prana. That's why after the asana, the pranayama is practiced. I have total faith in pranayama. Prana is simply you can take many kind of medicines. What is ACT and this and that? There are a lot of things come now, is it not? Huh? Okay, that's all right. Even that we have to find some lecithin, some egg yolk and this and that and mix it. And prana, you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is to take a deep breath in. It's free. No $238 for a capsule. Huh? No. The cheapest and the best. Many doctors believe that when the body's immune system is suppressed, one should eat large quantity of animal protein, primarily chicken and fish. Can this increased demand for protein be satisfied by the vegetarian diet? Can vegetarian source of protein form complete protein? It's a very good question. I wish I brought a good witness to answer this question, but I couldn't get them here. An elephant. He's a strict vegetarian. I don't know where he got all his protein. Remember, yes, body needs protein, but only certain amount. In certain way, certain condition, not concentrated protein. You're not going to digest all the concentrated protein. Forget it. We pay a lot, you put it in, the body takes only very little, all the rest goes into the flushing system, toilet system, that's all. The body doesn't need that much. That's one point. Another point, Our body is made to be vegetarian bodies. Our bodies are vegetarian bodies. Compare your body, the tongue, the teeth, the eyes, the nails of that animals. They are vegetarian animals. Our intestine is 22 feet long. A carnivorous animal has only 4 feet long intestine. They have claws to run and catch the prey. They have rough tongue to lick the flesh from the bone. They have canine teeth to tear apart everything. Whereas cows, goats, horses, they don't have anything like that. They are like ours. That itself is the proof. The nature wanted us to be vegetarians. By eating meat we are violating it. That's another point. I can give, read, there is a newly published book, Vegetarian, Healthy Vegetarian. It answers much more questions. As I said earlier, an animal food doesn't come in a loving way to us. You may, of course, argue again, and all those arguments are given there. Are we not destroying the vegetables? Hurting the vegetables? We do a little hurt, yes, we give them a little discomfort. But we don't destroy them completely. Because you don't kill the whole plant. You may take the fruits, you may take the leaves, you are not destroying the plant. Even spinach, take the leaves, plant the stem, cut it in 10 pieces. Out of one plant you get 10 spinaches. Cut half potato, cook it and eat it. The other half into 10 pieces, plant them. You will have 10 potato plants. Can you do that with your goat? Eat the thigh, cut the head, plant the head. How many goats will appear? So, the protein that we get, and again, even if the chicken and the fish may have good protein, but we don't need that concentrated protein. Even if it is all right, that protein gets contaminated at the time of the death. Every animal, when you kill them, they go through a trauma. They are afraid. The fear itself. Suppose all of a sudden you face a big fright. What happens to your body? The body begins to malfunction. All kinds of hormonal disturbances. Adrenaline gets splashed all over. When you are angry, the bile gets splashed all over. Do you think the animal will die happily, lovingly? It also produces all those emotions. Fear, anger. All that contaminates. Even the doctor may certify it is a healthy animal, but at the time of the killing, the meat becomes totally unhealthy. You cannot avoid that. In plant life, it's not so. And there's a lot of protein in the plants. All the beans. They say always, we have been with a lot of protein. Yeah. Sprouts. Oh, plenty of protein. Soaked beans. Because when you soak, the pot inside becomes cooked in a way. It becomes so rich with protein. Soya. There's a whole lot of soya products. The Seventh-day Adventists have big supermarket like them. All vegetarian soya. If you go to China, even Hong Kong, there is, in the Nathan Road, there is a huge total vegetarian Chinese restaurant. But when you walk in, you will be frightened to see all the pigs and chickens and snakes hanging there. But they are all made of soya. They look exactly like that, colored like that, they're all made of soya. Just to satisfy the eye, they make it, but they are nothing but soya. Yeah. Even here nowadays you can have soya hot dogs, soya hamburgers. So soya is a great source. Avocado, though God made the pit a little big. Oh God. Lot of protein source. And this protein is in the natural form, easily assimilable form. Remember that. Protein alone is not. It should be in the natural form. It should be easily digested. Your body should digest it easily. But concentrated, you cannot digest it that easily. You have to use lot of your energy to digest the food. And then again, to cook animal food takes longer time, more gas, expense. Cooking time. Vegetable, simply steam it, or you can even eat raw. Economy. And to grow one cow, to give you meat, you need at least 1 acre land for each cow. I mean cow or a bull or animal. No? Is it not so? 1 acre is needed for one animal. If you plant vegetables in that 1 acre, how many people can eat? Economy. To make 1 pound of flesh, you have to use 50 pounds of corn. Eat it as corn, 50 people can eat it. See, there is economy, there is health, there is mental satisfaction. So much is involved in just becoming vegetarian. More than anything else, all the animals, when they see you, they will run away from you if you are a non-vegetarian. But on the other hand, when they see you not touching animals, even the chicken will say, hey, we don't have to chicken out. He is a nice man. He stopped killing us. He's a friend. They have their own news media. Even the fish will come and play in your hand if you are not a killer. All the animals will love you, will bless you. We need the blessings of even the animals. Yes. So let's be vegetarians. Okay? The last one, colorful. What do you recommend to reduce lymph node swellings? Oh, that's a good question. Don't be surprised if I say something. Immediately take an enema. See, this guy told me that I'm a jack of all. For everything, take an enema. Evacuate your bowels, clean it. Swellings come because there is still a lot of toxin in the system and the body is trying to throw out, and the fight is what you call aches and pains and swelling. For any problem, one day somebody came with a little swelling in the eye and I asked them, go and take an enema. He laughed. What has that to do with this? I say, you go and try it, then come back. By the time he took the enema and came back, the redness gone. Yeah. Remember, we seem to be always thinking of this, only this opening, the upper opening. We forget the lower opening. That's more important. Even if there is nothing to put in, let that be clean always. Yeah. The swelling can be immediately. And then, if you still want to help, let the body, imagine the swelling itself is the body's effort to burn out the undesirable things and to arrest the inflammation going to other parts and to eliminate it. So we have to allow the body to do that job. That means don't give any other job to the body. And what is that? Stay away from eating a little. Fasting for a couple of days. Enema, fasting for a couple of days, and staying in activity that would drain our energy. I'm just generally telling that. Just these precautions is enough to have that get cleaned up soon. And this is good for everything. Any problem, take an enema. Enema. Okay? Well, thank you, folks. I think really, I hope I have given you some hints. I really want you to go back, think of it, and if you just chew on it, you will really find a lot of helpful points here. And you can repair your body. And don't depend always on others or doctors. You can repair it yourself. You have the capacity. Have that faith. And not only you, there is thousands and millions of people thinking of you all, praying for you, because it has become a worldwide thing. And we are all praying for some sort of comfortable solution to this. So all the prayerful thoughts are with you. You are not alone in fighting this. But still, you have to do your part. I really wish you that faith and that strength and that courage and hope. And let's march towards that and win the case. Okay? Thank you.